JNNC Technologies Private. Limited Software Training Institute in Visakhapatnam.
Hello and welcome to Programming Knowledge. So in today's video I'll be showing you the top 7 programming languages to learn in the year 2020. So let's get started. So the 7th programming language on the list is Kotlin. So Kotlin is a programming language for the Java virtual machine and can therefore be used anywhere Java is used today, which is virtually anywhere. So this includes server, client, web, and Android development. It's currently predominantly used for Android app development. So first, Kotlin is a way more concise than Java in many cases, solving the same problems with fewer lines of code. So this improves the code maintainability and readability. And Kotlin code is inherently safer than Java code because it prevents common programming mistakes by design, such as null pointer exception. So if you know how to develop Android apps using Java, or you know Java, then you can surely try Kotlin. You will be amazed with the simplicity of it. I'll give the links to all the resources in the description of the video. So the next programming language on our list is C or C++. So we'll start with C. C is a general purpose procedural computer programming language. Now why should we learn it? So many essential programs, libraries, operating systems and firmwares are implemented in C, and there will always be a need for developers to maintain them as long as they exist. So it's a good investment to learn C in any case. If you want to contribute or to understand Linux at a low level, so you need an appropriate proficiency level in C. The same applies if you want to develop firmware for microcontroller based embedded systems. So all the low level stuff is developed in C. So if you want to move on to the microcontroller or firmware or kernel libraries development field, then you can surely go and learn about C. Next is C++. So C++ is a highly efficient and flexible language. So it was created in 1985, very old, but still it is in very high demand due to its high performance. So C++ is very powerful, efficient and fast language. It is often used to develop game engines, games and desktop apps. So nowadays you see the Python is the number one programming language in the world, but Python is a high level language. Inside Python, on the lower side, the Python is developed using the C++ engine, due to which the Python is a little bit slow as it is interpreted language. So as you know that everything under the hood contains C or C++ code. So having the basic knowledge of C or C++ code will give you a better understanding of programming in general. The next programming language in our list is Swift. Swift is Apple's newish language for iOS and macOS development. So it is also used for TV OS, that is a new OS for Apple TV. The Swift is basically used in all of the Apple devices. So it is designed to replace decades old Objective-C. So now if you know Swift, then you can easily create apps for iOS devices. There is huge market for iOS devices. As you can see, many people are using iOS and can create a career by learning Swift language and becoming an iOS developer. There are not many changes in Swift language right now. Swift 5 is the stable language and you can learn it very easily in 3 months of time, and you can get a good salary package. So whole Apple ecosystem can be developed using Swift. Swift code is safe by design, yet also produces software that runs lightning fast. As you can see, if you have used anytime Apple phones, you can see that iPhone apps, those are really fast. They don't have that much amount of RAM, but still they are very much faster as compared to the Android mid-range devices. The next language in our list is Go. So Go, you can also call it as Golang. So Go is a simple language, but it is more efficient as compared to C++. Go is also language like Python. So the people who love Python also love to use this language. So Go language is designed by Google, and Go language is mainly useful for building large scale and complex applications. If you want to learn a new language, you should start with Go programming. It is a most demanding programming language of 2020. Many fields such as container orchestration systems such as Kubernetes or Docker are written in Go language. So if you want to make a career in DevOps, that is developer operations field, then you should surely learn Golang. Next language on our list is Java. So you must hear about Java language whether you are in development field or not. So it is portable and you can run it anywhere on any operating system. So it is used for big data also. Many frameworks for big data such as Apache Spark, Apache Hadoop are written in Java. And also if you are going for web development, there are frameworks such as Java Spring Boot, which are very famous, and you can get easily a job if you are having a knowledge of Java, Spring Boot, and Hibernate. So once you go through the Java programming language, you mastered it, then you can go and start building your web applications backend using Spring MVC, that is Model View Controller. And you can create front end using normal HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and in the back end we can use Spring Boot. So this is a Java stack. So it is hot topic right now because Spring Boot is very stable and it is production ready framework. If you already know Java and you want to get into web development field, you can surely take Spring Boot and become a full stack developer. The next language in our list is Python. So I have put Python on second in the list is because the ranking doesn't matter for Python and JavaScript. In today's world, you should know both of them because those are really top trending languages in this decade. And if you know both of them, you can surely get a job. So let's start with Python. So Python is one of the programming languages that is widely used all over the world. It can help develop web applications, network servers, desktop applications, medical tools, and machine learning, data science, all of things. So Python is an excellent choice for beginners. If you are also planning to learn new programming language, then you should definitely choose Python because Python syntax is very easy. It is like you're writing an English language because you don't have semicolons, curly braces, all those things which normal programming language will have. And Python can be very useful for developing backend APIs. So if you are creating a website and if you want to fetch some fields from a database, so you will surely create an API. Python provides different frameworks like Django, Flask. Using these frameworks, you can create APIs. If you are going into web development, you should surely take into consideration Flask and Django. The main field that Python is shining is in data science. From small startups to major corporations, there's the growing realization that mining data sets for actionable insight is the best route to growth, and it is also a well compensated one. You'll get a good salary package if you know Python packages such as scikit-learn, NumPy, Pandas. I'll be creating a video tutorial series on Pandas library for data science, so please look out for that also. So Python is also used in IoT, that is Internet of Things, cross-platform desktop applications, and testing, automation, web scraping. Python is very easy. You can learn it. Then you can choose the field you want to go, data science, or if you're interested in web development, it is backend. You can go with Flask and Django. If you are into IoT, you can create IoT applications. If you are into desktop applications creating, then you can go for different Python frameworks such as tkinter, PyQt5. And in many universities all over the world, Python is a standard language which is taught in the engineering colleges. And Python has a very huge community. So if you get stuck in any error, you can get the help from the community very easily. Topmost language in our list is JavaScript. So why JavaScript is so much important? JavaScript is an interpreted and light-weighted programming language, same as Python, and moreover JavaScript plays a significant role in front-end development. It is mainly used in web development. So if you already know HTML, CSS and JavaScript, you can surely go with learning the ES6 framework of JavaScript. Then you can move on to front-end frameworks, that is React.js or AngularJS or Vue.js. It can be also used for backend development with the help of Node.js framework, and there are also other frameworks such as Ember.js or Express.js. Due to this reason, most of the new startups uses JavaScript to handle their backend processes. And there are a lot of opportunities for web developer with knowledge of JavaScript frameworks. So you should definitely look out for JavaScript if you are going for front-end development, and there is a lot of scope for jobs in JavaScript. If you know any one framework like React, JS, and if you know backend with Django, or you can consider Node.js, you will surely get a job in the industry as a fresher. So my personal advice to you would be learn both of the languages, that is Python and JavaScript. And you can also see that Microsoft supports now officially React Native. It means that you will be able to do backend with Node.js, front end, Bootstrap for instance, and mobile applications like iOS and Android, and desktop Windows applications with React Native framework. So everything using React Native, and that is in turn with JavaScript. And Python is also an amazing language, and it is the number one in search trends because it's easiest and the most recommended language to learn. But don't get me wrong, where really it shines in these days is data science. Python has n number of libraries for statistics and data science, like machine learning, deep learning, and all those data engineering field. Combine the best of both of these languages and you will be able to write code in React Native and deploy it anywhere. And in the spare time you can improve the project with data science and, for example, sell it like premium features. So I hope you do something great by learning these programming languages, and all the best for you for the new year.